Hell yeah.
All right, we're back.
Yeah,
JTO.
y'all. This is JTO, man. Turkey Day's on the way.
Show.
We here. We live. We're not live, but it's Turkey Day. The hype is real.
Hype is real.
Fuck turkey. It's still ham, though. Y'all know what's up.
Wait, really?
Damn right. Turkey eat dick. I mean, it's cool sometimes.
You went all in. He can't walk it back like it's cool. What are you talking about? You just turkey's dick. Nah, it's alright. What? Pick a lane, damn it.
Yeah, I felt a little too. I said that with too much chest.
You went all the way.
Yeah, that was too much chest.
Throw out the mascot. That a bitch.
Yeah, it's kind of dead though. I don't get it. The hype it's overrated.
It's really good. I mean, it's good.
It's good.
It can be bad though. Out of all the, all right, chicken. What we got? Chicken, beef, ham, turkey, and then whatever. But that's the big four.
More pig.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Other pork. So, all right, which one? Yeah, okay, if we could rank, so out of the four, the best versions of all four of those things, how would you rank it? Like your best beef, is it better than the best pork? Better than the best chicken? You know what I'm saying?
Best beef is number one.
Okay.
Best pork is it's close, but it's number two. It's right there. Pig is so bad, but it's so good.
What's your favorite pork dish?
I mean, mostly bacon, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
it's a hit. I mean, but then ham, like that. This is why turkey has such a problem. Ham is top tier. Throw them pineapples on the top. What you? Come on, man.
I'm not mad at it. All right, so
be baking some fucking.
So I guess you're going. So your beef, pork, like I'm assuming chicken, then turkey.
Yeah, and then we gotta throw fish below on top of turkey, cause.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I had to find one real quick. That was a little too much respect.
Have you had like fried turkey?
Yeah, that is good. That's some top tier. It gets there.
Because the problem is like turkey's great if it's juicy, but it comes back dry, which is it's like 50% chance that it's gonna be dry almost because people don't.
And then the seasoning it's such a balance, bro. Like it's almost no in between. It's either they didn't season it enough or they did it just a little too much. And that with the juicy matrix, like it's so much going on. It's so it's so much to do wrong.
Yeah, can't hold that against them.
Yeah,
but like when it's right,
it is good. I'm not lying, but it's just like it's so commonly done wrong. This is kind of like if I didn't have my grandmother and my mom making potato salad, I wouldn't like it. I would be talking shit because I've had other people's, and I'm talking to y'all. Some of y'all be leaving all kind of shit in the crumbs. I don't even know what some of the stuff y'all leaving is.
Yeah, I'll go sign that for sure. I'm very protective on potato salad. It's really only my mom's at this point.
It gets
That's only because I don't know how to make it, and I'm not even really trying to learn. Yeah. I don't want to be on the list of people fucking up potato salad out in these streets.
It's a responsibility.
It's a lot.
People
don't take these responsibilities to heart as they should.
You don't appreciate it like you should.
Like when people start experimenting and throwing in your raisins and your cucumbers, shits, and
all
bullshit.
Kind of monkey shit.
Yeah, like I just feel like you're disrespecting the game and your friends and family.
Yeah, unless you're the one. That I gotta say that because if you're already making it, you doing everything you need to, and you're like, yeah, this needs this.
Yeah, but see, I think that's for everyone.
That's so uncommon.
The problem is for that people think they're the one. You're not the one. There's only one. There's only one. You think you're the one?
Yeah, and if there's another one, he's coming for your head because there can only be one.
And I think also like you got to be objective in tasting your own shit. Like just because you put all this effort into the thing, 'cause I get it. You mash the potatoes down, you scoop the mayonnaise and grated eggs or whatever the fuck you want to do, and you put all this time into it, and you take that first bite and it's garbage. But your mind's like, no, I ain't that bad. You did that.
You taste that pinch of mayo?
Yeah, see that's
perfect.
Yeah, you gotta stop playing those mind games on ourselves.
You can't even trust your own taste buds, to be honest. If you make it, you might as well throw your taste buds out the window, cause you taste everything you did. Like I swear, I'd be tasting steps like that was pretty difficult. It tastes difficult. This has been trouble. Whisking. God damn, it takes some arm strength.
Yeah, gotta have the. Damn,
That's a combination. That's a little bit of bicep, a little bit of forearm, a little bit of tricep, just depending on your angle.
The auto whisk. What the heck?
Oh, the machine.
Yeah, little.
I don't know, but I want one. That's all I want.
It can get messy though.
Yeah.
You turn them all the way up, and that's like plastic splurting everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, you can do so much with it.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the other thing. Like, especially with us guys, we don't talk about cooking equipment enough. We really don't. Like, we talk about tools. We
talk about barbecue.
Yeah, well, that's it. Weirdly, like
it makes sense.
We should be baking like a motherfucker. Every nigga I've met, if you give him a cake, he will fuck up more than he needs to. Knowing that, all of us should be cake making motherfuckers.
Nah, see, the cake making's a dangerous game. Because if cake is made, cake has to be eaten. And if you're just making cakes all day, and you're just eating cake all day, that's not sustainable.
It is a dangerous.
It's coming from someone that would love to eat cake all day.
It is a dangerous.
Even I know I want to live a little longer than eating cake every day.
You can mix it up though. There's cookies.
That's your diet now? You're just consisting of cookies and cake?
Maybe some Oreos on the side.
How is that a different thing? How did you make that different? It's the same shit. For sure.
That's a I think they call that a sandwich. Chocolate sandwich. They call it cookie sandwich. That's different.
I've never heard anyone call Oreo a sandwich, even though it is definitely a sandwich.
I think that's on the cover on one of them. I think so. Don't quote me for sure, but I've heard it and I think I saw it.
The cover of what?
The Oreo cover, you know?
Cookie sandwiches?
Yeah, like especially on the double stuffed one.
I mean, it's a sandwich. Let's not get it wrong, but like you can't categorize that with any other sandwich. Except for the ice cream sandwich.
Both of which are legendary.
Oh no. The ice cream sandwich is more sandwich than an Oreo somehow.
Yeah.
But I see what we're doing.
The game runs deep.
Yeah.
The sandwich game.
I mean,
that's why you gotta have the barbecue side, then the sweet side.
The barbecue side. Wait.
The barbecue side, you need to be able to make those hot links. That carne asada, you need those burgers on point.
Dude, as a man, if all you're cooking is barbecue and baking cakes, I don't know if you've won, lost, or I really don't know what that means, but it means a lot. Like that's a wild combination of a person.
Well, I mean, I'm obviously outside of this because to be honest, I'm not even about the barbecue life like that. I like making different pastas and stuff like burgers. Burgers are like as barbecue as I get. Like I make the fuck out of some burgers, but like I would like to make ribs.
I was just about to say you need to learn how to slow roast some ribs.
Yeah, like dude. I mean, I know the steps. I just haven't tried it. Like I've seen them work.
Yeah, matter of fact, I might make some this week or something. Because like I've made them when I make them here, I do them in the crock pot. And just do it for like 6-7 hours. Come back and it's
I have a grill.
so goddamn tender.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a different thing. Just because the tender, like it's melting in your mouth. It's crazy.
See, and the thing that I don't know if you remember him because Bob had brought him around. Fernando, though, he can cook his ass off. And like I was asking him how to get the ribs done. It was probably like 4th of July, maybe last year, maybe year before. He comes, he wants to use the grill. So he's coming through, he bakes all of it first to a certain extent, then he grills it.
Yeah, sear.
See, I didn't know. I'm still amateur as fuck because this was God tier to me. I was like, you cooking it twice?
No, my dad would do that, and people do that with like
chicken or not chicken.
No, chicken.
Yeah,
needs to be cooked.
Yeah, you just could. Yeah, that's the one
but
time.
no, like steaks and stuff. Like that's actually, if you ever watch Gordon Ramsay's like Hell's Kitchen, like the competition where they have him cooking and shit. That's like the I can't remember which thing it is.
When they put the gravy on it.
I won't say a beef Wellington, but I don't think they sear it because there's like a bread all on it. It's like that's like steak wrapped in bread. It's kind of a weird thing. But like when they make steak, that's usually how they'll do it. They'll bake it, and you have bacon, and then when it's ready, put it on the stove top and sear it for like 30 seconds each side to get that color. It adds the color and then like crisp to the outside. But it's already medium or whatever inside.
My mom had done it reversed for a dish. Like she would she'd fry it and then bake it all with gravy. So the gravy would almost bake in.
That's hard.
Yeah, and that was. I mean, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting hungry, y'all. This is crazy.
Today, we don't want to start this conversation. I'm not gonna lie. We can shut this whole shit down.
We still gotta finish the list because we ain't no quitters though. Yeah. What's your tiers?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be beef. Chicken, damn. Yeah, pork turkey.
Fish is last?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Fish is, yeah, I can do without it.
I feel that.
I mean, I like it when I like it, but no.
To be
not regular.
To be honest, I only consider fish better than turkey since we've come out here.
That's fair, because like before coming out here, I hadn't like fish tacos.
Yeah.
I would like reject the thought of it even before, but then I was eating them like every morning, like at a taco truck, big one.
Yeah,
for
bro.
Like fucking 10 pesos.
$1.
Yeah,
Become hard. The marlin ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that changed the game. That's barely fish, but it's like the biggest fish, but like. Yeah, it's like a pork texture almost. Like it looks like shredded pork.
Yeah.
And then
Or roast beef.
Yeah, that changed the game. The marlin. I haven't had those in a while, but man, so good.
That's the toxic girlfriend equivalent of a taco.
I'm listening.
Because it's everything you want, but it's just far enough away, and somehow out of all the tacos, it's just hard enough to get. Like,
well,
because they all sell the regular fish taco. That's easy.
Yeah,
They don't all come with this one.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
even with the fish taco, like I know when I like them, but I'm still never in the mood for it. Like, I'll never go get it. If I'm around them and other people are getting them, then maybe.
Yeah.
But even I wouldn't be like the one to be like, yeah, let's go get fish tacos. Maybe marlin, especially if I'm trying to introduce it to somebody. Like, you gotta try this.
Yeah.
It's goddamn swordfish. It's crazy.
The best.
Yeah, but above that, give me some type of beef filled taco. Like I'm thinking of like the one down the street, the Suadero is my jam. That's my go-to, or Berea. But the bistec, bistec with the Popeyes with potatoes in it. Listen.
It's dangerous. Like,
yeah.
And they've thrown some shit together out here, thrown it on a tortilla, and they've changed everything for me.
Yeah. I do wish we got rid of corn tortillas.
What?
I could do with that. I'm flour gang all day.
You actually do not like corn tortillas.
They get the job done when a flour tortilla is impossible. But in every case, I want a flour tortilla. Even do what you do with the flour. Do what you do with the corn tortilla with the flour tortilla. You're gonna fry up the corn, or fry up the flour. You want to dip it in the Berea sauce. Do it with the flour one. It's just not the hitter, especially that's in general. But then they like to double up on those because they're smaller, and I'm just like, all right, one of these are gone to begin with. Let's chalk that to the game. That's like the paper wrapping at this point. And then the second one's just like, all right, you're here, but you're the really only thing holding back this whole burrito. Everything else is leaps and bounds what you're providing to the game, besides holding it all together.
It's I almost feel like
I consider going out getting tacos where there are only corn tortillas, bringing them back, dumping them into flour tortillas, and then just going.
Yes, yeah. I have I have an appreciation for both of them because I feel like flour tortillas make everything taste different. Because it almost has it has a lot of taste. Mm-hmm. Like the corn tortilla, it doesn't taste like much, so it just tastes like the food you're eating.
No.
Like, I've taken the stuff off the tortilla and just ate it by itself, and it tasted really close to the corn tortilla.
It's not that really close is not. I don't agree.
That's wrong.
It's just not true. Because the corn tortilla tastes like the corn, but not corn. It's not as good as corn. Like, it's just a different thing, and it's too thick. Even though it's the same thickness, it's heavier.
Honestly, I feel like it's thinner.
Nah, it's
definitely heavier, but I feel like it's thinner.
Well, that weight to it provides like a girth or a density that I'm just not.
It's doing too much.
And there's the flavor, like the flour. The flour is not trying to do anything. The flour is like, yo, I'm just trying to keep it all together. I'm gonna let the stars shine because I'm. The flour tortilla is like a really good producer. You know what I'm saying? He knows what kind of beat the artist needs, the particular artist needs, to make him shine. You know what I'm saying? He's not putting tags on this shit,
putting his name on the front.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Trying to take away your shine. No. He has those drums that you recognize, and you're just like, oh shit. Gonna be my guy, and then he knows when to turn it down, when the star needs to do his thing, get in the pattern or whatever. It's really it complements the corn tortilla is like the 808 Mafia. It's like Mike Will made it. Even though I hate that comparison now that he said it, because like those are hits and bangers, but like they're trying to be. Michael made it bigger than Ray Shrimmer, and that was never going to change. You know what I'm saying? Like
corn tortilla.
Whew. And corn tortilla wants to be Michael made it, but he really doesn't have. He's not that good.
You turned the disrespect on. Okay.
He wants to be. That's what he wants to be.
He is. That's
insane.
And it depends on the taco too, because for example. On carne asada, I can't have it be corn. And I feel like they kind of know, other than for specific stuff, they know which one to do it, which one not to. Mm-hmm. But like with a couple of them, carne asada being one, I can't do it. Not with the corn. But like Adabada, don't give me flour. Unless it's well, no, because even the burritos are automatically corn most of the time.
Yeah, I will ask specifically for flour.
Yeah.
Because it's better. And even when I do, they're like,
Sometimes it's that one you need. Like Suadero is another one. Give me the flour. I'm ready.
And I mean, that's why I'll go. I mean,
And fish.
Besides the actual size of it, I'll go burro over taco just because that's guaranteed flour. It's one. It just takes away that part of it.
No, it's not.
What?
Yeah, that's not guaranteed at all.
When have you? Where?
I mean,
I've never even seen a corn tortilla that big.
well, no, the corn tortillas can look a lot like flour tortillas. Like, they can look really similar. If you even get tortilla shells at the store, and you get big enough corn tortillas, they look like flour tortillas. I've made the mistake because I mean, my mom, she's all about flour, so like, if we're hanging out and we're gonna make something, it's like, oh yeah, get some tortillas. I'll come back. Oh yeah, tortillas, got them. Boom, those are corn. Like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? Look at it, read it. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
That's great. But if you go out, no one's giving you a burro with a corn tortilla. It's not a thing.
I don't know.
I'm more than positive
Yeah,
on this.
I don't know.
I've never come across it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying this because
Even the little burritos. It's only. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in this. I'm not in these
What about
streets.
like the quesadillas?
I don't.
Okay.
That's like a cheese covered thing.
Yeah, I forget every once in a while you don't mess with cheese, and they put cheese on everything.
Yeah, that's actually why I appreciate or even to begin with, Mexican food here so much because, like, unlike a Taco Bell, which is just cheese with the side of beef and whatever the fuck, its default here is not cheese. Like, go get taco, there's no cheese on it. They do the cheese on like the burros, but it's really more like a bonding agent, not like it's not trying to star. You know what I'm saying? He's not two-stepping in the meal. He's just there to hold it together. You know what I'm saying? He's a good engineer. You know what I'm saying? Really gets zero shine. I'm just recording the track, player. I'm just here pressing the button.
I need some of y'all just to shut the fuck up back there,
Yeah.
so this meal can go right.
That's what the cheese does in that capacity here, and I respect that. I respect it more than they know, more than all of them know. So, but yeah, quesadillas not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that I gotta ask myself because I never do ask, especially for burritos.
I'm positive.
Yeah.
I would because
Only
it tastes so different.
I feel you. Yeah.
They just never make them that big. I swear. They just don't. Like not the burrito size.
They do though, and that's the quesadilla. That was why I said that. That's
Oh,
the only
fair.
one I've seen where like I can clearly see that it's a corn tortilla, like it looks like it, and it's that big. But for other ones,
Because what if they just? Because it's like fried a little bit, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, because I thought it was like if they fried it a little bit, they could just fry up the flour and it's gonna look the same regardless. But I don't know. You'd have to do your quesadilla research.
Yeah, I don't think they fry it. I think they just lay it down on the thing. But I think that it's just a big corn tortilla. And then I also think it's by store. So like, I don't think Taco Nazo will, but down the way over here we have the store.
Tacos El Chino.
Not El Chino. It's across the street from El Frances, Poblano.
Mm-hmm.
The Poblano, and they use a lot more corn tortilla. I haven't even tried the El Chino.
No,
No, I need to.
it's cool. It's not a game changer. They have more stuff than like Nazo sometimes.
Have you tried Aran? or Aaron.
Where's that?
Right in front of the Calamax. Right in front of the Calamax. It's a cart that comes there.
Oh, across the street?
Yeah.
The white truck?
With the red design and all that.
Like, it's across the street from
Yeah.
It's across
the street.
I had that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that shit is amazing.
That's just BizTech.
Oh, okay.
But you gotta get there early because it sells out immediately because it's fucking fire.
I believe you.
Nah, yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, that was it. I was just gonna talk about that taco more.
Oh, they have their basic chorizo taco, and they just play it up so well. Like it's they're putting all the veggies in it. They got it spiced right. They put the hot sauce for you, so you know it's not for the faint of heart. Like
that's one place I'd like to. I wish it was open later because I never feel that way in the morning. But like, I would like to go there one day and get like one of each and like see what's popping with all these things.
I've noticed breakfast food out here is heavier.
Then what?
Then your cookie cutter states breakfast. I feel like it's
Breakfast
heavier.
in the States is pancakes and shit. You can't get heavier than pancakes and waffles.
I mean, when you got whole beef tacos.
Yeah, that's like fuel though. Like that's not the. Like you go and get like an IHOP breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like an American, bacon, eggs, whatever, mashed browns and some pancakes. You can fall asleep after that shit. That's some itis-inducing shit. All the syrup and that cake expanding in your stomach.
Yeah.
Those tacos and stuff. That's fuel. That's some. I'm gonna go construct some shit all day. Like that's burning protein and that sauce in there is giving you fire all day. You know what I'm saying? Making you sweat just to set the tone.
The energy right.
Yeah, that's some real breaking stones. That's some real. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like I've practiced it for a while, but you eat dinner kind of meals or meat stuff like that in the morning. So like I'll eat rice and beans maybe or burritos, and then you eat your breakfast kind of food at night. Mm-hmm. Especially if it's like cereal and shit like that. Like
I love a fucking good bacon egg sandwich or burrito at night. Like hits.
Knock it off.
Hits.
Yeah, and I mean
or a bagel with all of the above on there. Fire.
That, some tea, milk, whatever your jam is.
Yeah.
My personal joint is strawberry milk or hot cocoa.
Yeah, I don't go heavy with cereal, but when I do, or if I do, it's only at night. I never start my day with cereal. That's so weird.
It doesn't do shit.
Yeah, like I did as a kid. I mean, not even often as a kid, honestly. But yeah, it's a weird thing. They got milk on you. And,
it goes to the fuel talk. It's not fuel.
No.
Because
and milk and
you're going to eat like 5 bowls if you really need to go do something.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Not at all.
When you go to bed, you can have 1 bowl. You're satisfied. You lay down. It's been a good day.
It's been good.
Yeah. get to feel great. Because that's the other thing. I feel like eating heavy dinners, if you go straight to sleep, like it fucks with you.
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. Like, it's like eating like it's what they tell you. Eat like 3 hours or however many before bed or whatever, because you're still like digesting while you're sleeping, so your body's not really resting. It's
Yeah. Yes.
It either fucks up that process and just not supposed to do it.
It eats ass.
Yeah.
I mean, even the laying down process.
Yeah, feel all full.
When you want to go to sleep, you can't. When you don't want to, you're literally eyes closing. It's the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
At all the worst times.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This might be why America's. This might be what happened with Trump. We were eating our breakfast and our dinners backwards for too long, and it fucked everything up. This is the cause. Everything is just a symptom of this, y'all. We found the real problem.
Yeah.
That and this inches shit. We need some metric system. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to calculate inches to centimeters to this day.
It's like 12 centimeters an inch, isn't it? Something like that. 10. I don't know.
It's bullshit. That's all I know. That's all I know. It's not built right.
Bullshit. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know how. It's probably some stupid story how we came up with our system that we're on. Because everyone else on the metric system, we're just like, nah.
Yeah.
That's some American shit.
Oh yeah. I feel like the theme of America is rebellion. We said fuck the British, and then we're like, yeah, we're like,
never turned that off.
I felt very good when I said that, y'all. Like,
yeah, soccer. You guys like soccer? Fuck soccer.
Yeah.
Football. This is for football. Like, bullshit.
You said Celsius? Nah, fuck y'all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fahrenheit gang.
Immediately.
Just banging on temperatures. Celsius is ridiculous. Can we acknowledge that?
I don't even know. I don't understand Celsius. I've just never thought about it.
Like, it's not made for life. Like, it's made for, I don't know, the world, but not like us. Like, when they say the weather temperatures in Celsius, it's just like, how the fuck do I prepare for 32 degrees? That's not freezing. That's weird.
Well, that's coming from already knowing Fahrenheit, because I feel the same way. But like I was talking shit about it once, and someone was like, yeah, but he was like, when you guys get to the point of freezing, what's the temperature? And I was like, yeah, 32. I mean, we know that. Like, he was like, it's 0. He was like, at 0, shit's frozen over. He was like, that's the temperature. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's cool, but I mean, like, you only need to hear 32 once.
Yeah. Argument.
Yeah.
I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
But like that means.
But I feel like it doesn't matter for that. Like the metric system only matters because like.
And see, and that's good for like science uses, and it doesn't pertain to like how humans interact with things. I think like as far as the day to day or livelihood wise, because like freezing, like literal freezing, is not the end all be all when it comes to weather. Like that's just one thing that can happen, or one end of it. So to be the crux of the whole situation, like Celsius, when it's, I guess there's no like hot,
We just don't know it. I mean.
No, I'm saying there's no definitive.
Oh, top.
Yeah, like freezing is a point where literally liquid solid. There's no fire to ash.
Well, I think there's like boiling and melting points.
There's boiling points. I forgot about fucking boiling. Okay, what's the temperature of boiling? Isn't it like 100 degrees?
I think that's for Fahrenheit.
No, it'd be Celsius. I mean, temperature.
100.
It is literally.
Yeah. And for Fahrenheit, it's 210.
All right, so maybe metric system makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because that is. See, it's perfect. That's perfect for like science and shit. That's super definitive, right? 0 freezing, 100 boiling.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything with like weather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to. It's never 100 degrees Celsius outside. It's literally.
Yeah.
To the world.
I think like a good 48.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't really invoke anything. You know what I'm saying? 100 degrees Fahrenheit, you're just like, I know it's fucked up. 90 degrees, fuck.
Yeah.
It invokes something. 40, how, it's, it's just,
Yeah, no, I get you on that.
yeah.
Talking about Fahrenheit versus Celsius, it has that different. There's a different finality to it. Like you
Yeah.
say 100 degrees, it's like, oh, that's triple digits.
Yeah.
You say it for Celsius, and it's like, oh, we're all gonna die.
Yeah. It's a different conversation. It's Armageddon. Um, but yeah, as far as I don't know, I think we should just use them for different cases, like cooking, Celsius, measuring stuff, Celsius. I don't know why we need
metric system.
Shit. Yeah, metric system, but weather should never be in Celsius.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't really care for the Celsius to Fahrenheit. I was talking shit back in the day just because I mean I didn't know anything about it, so I was like, man, I'll throw this at the wall, see what you say.
Yeah, but it's weird though because even like over in London we were talking about weather. They're talking about it like that in Celsius, and you're just like, yeah, catch yourself. He's like, wait, it's gonna be 40 degrees tomorrow. What? Like I gotta how?
I swear.
It's really warm today. Like, no, bro, it's shorts.
You accidentally changed your shit one time. I'd had enough conversations about weather that I had put a Celsius version just so like, oh, it's 98 degrees. What does that mean?
And even the conversion system is not even like it's like a whole math problem.
32 point something something divided by something. It's boy,
so you can't even like do that. That's not even like a mental thing.
It's hell.
So, yeah,
The world's crazy.
you make it wild.
Yeah, I don't even know how we communicate some. Imagine measurements before all these systems, because I know they got to be new.
What's your idea of new?
I mean, yeah, that's also true. It's old, but not old enough, because we've had a lot of shit.
But even before that,
like we have our wrenches, and they're organized by inches or meters, and all of that. But when they're not, like that, that means screws and shit are just like custom made. Like this is just that size.
I think I don't know. One of us are thinking about it wrong, but I can see either way, honestly. But I think you make the thing first, and then you start making the different measurements for it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have screw sizes before you make a screwdriver.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I think that would, yeah. You just different heads, because even like different screw heads, there's no real reason for them. They don't fit better. I think it's just kind of a.
Some of them kind of have reason.
No,
or
why can't every screw just be a Phillips head screwdriver or a flathead?
Because some of them will get stripped easier in different situations, especially for like your Phillips head. I mean, flathead. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you put some water in there. It might. Erode.
Why would it strip more than any other type of hole?
Because it's shallow and it has those fine edges to it.
But all of them do. Like you've
not
seen
flathead.
Huh?
Not flathead.
You can strip a flathead screw.
Oh yeah, you can, but I mean, like I'm talking about other things. Anything can, because it's just so easy to get inside of it.
But I'm saying that's just not unique to a Phillips or like you've seen like the star pattern ones where you have to get the special star. Like you can strip the shit out of any of those. Like,
yeah,
all of them. Those even strip faster. It's like the 5 sides, and as soon as you fuck that up, you can't even like. You gotta get a whole new tool made just for strip. Fucking, it's bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's just a scheme to sell more screwdrivers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, or like, this is worth looking up. I mean, it might not be a reason. It might be cultural shit. Like maybe people went different places and.
It's just business.
Yeah.
If I make this screw, you have to buy my screwdriver to unlock it. Yeah, like you see like the hex tools, and like if you go to get anything from IKEA, they're all hex. So you have to have that little tool, and it comes problems with it, or you have one left over from the last one of those projects, you're just selling those tools. You know what I'm saying? Everyone already has a screwdriver, but you need that tool. We'll give you one, but next time you need this, you have to come back. I don't know.
You might have a point, just because like they do the same thing for bikes. A lot of the bikes have the hex pieces where you need to get in there, but they also have Phillips on the same thing. So, you know, I don't know. I'm looking this up later, y'all. This is a trailer for the discussion next week. We gonna have on the same subject.
Male conversation. None of this was what we're supposed to be talking about. We're like 40 minutes in. Yeah.
We have derailed from the plan so far.
Like, we got several tacos and that derailed everything.
Yeah. It's the tacos will do that though.
But yeah, what were we gonna talk? Oh, so I guess one of the two big things that I really saw this week was Jeezy versus Gucci Mane, which was a cultural event that I never thought I'd see.
Yeah.
And then Chappelle, fighting with Comedy Central about Chappelle's show. Those were both things that happened.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't finish Jeezy versus Gucci. I actually finished. I just had finished off on the part where Jeezy kind of got tired of Gucci getting wild with him. He was like, "Man, I invited you here as a man. Like, I need a little respect on my name. Like, with this beef shit, it's been 20 years. Like." Gucci was almost like, "Yeah, fuck that shit. I ain't hearing nothing." Like,
yeah, it was.
He was fighting for the soul of Gucci.
Yeah,
hip hop.
But it's so much history there. It's so deep.
Tried to have mans killed.
Yeah, but so that's why. Like by the end of it, literally, I was like holding back tears when he was like, thanks for inviting me, or thanks for sending an olive branch and stuff like that. I was the whole time I didn't even sit down the whole battle. The whole thing, I was like, when they finally came out, I was like, I can't believe they're fucking looking at each other, dissing them. I'm like, oh shit. So they either squash it or this is about to end like in 10 minutes. And they just kept going, and then as it went on, you were very clear. It's like, okay, they have not pieced it up, which is crazy that we've made this far and they've not pieced it up. And then there were just so many battles. Like the DJs were even beefing. Like DJs were like, it's like, bro, what are you guys trying to do? Like after every fucking song, it was gunshots and glass shattering, and they're literally talking shit back to each other. Like at one point, the DJ was like, "Yo, how you gonna play a song with another man's drops on it?" I'm like, "What the fuck is this? Like what? Why?"
I thought that was Jeezy.
No, like that was the DJ. I'm like, why are they? I mean, I get, but I was like, God damn, I didn't know the beef reverberated to them. Like, I mean, I kind of did, but at the same time, we thought they'd at least be, I don't know, mindful, peaceful, just not trying to stir the pot. Like, it was just like everyone was ready for a fight. It seemed like it was strange.
Teams were chosen,
but teams have been chosen for like 15 years. That's what I'm saying. This is divided all of hip hop for a while. Like, there's features that have never happened, probably will never happen because of this. It's all kind of. That's why like Jeezy had to go to California and he helped YG develop it. Because he couldn't do it in the city. Because Gucci had all the young kids in the city. Migos, Young Thug, literally everybody. Every trapper was the influence of Gucci or a Gucci descendant. And Young Jeezy tried to bankroll Fresh, and they even got a smash off, but shoot to bankroll Fresh. So he's never been able to solidify that next level in Atlanta that artists under him there. And then just on top of that, like, God, yeah, the beefs. There's just there's been so many fights at award shows. People not being able to invite one because of the other. It's just
war weariness.
Huh?
That war weariness.
Yeah, I mean, because you just didn't want to be the place where there's a shootout because of a problem we knew everyone knew existed. So it's your fault at the end of the day. You invite both of them.
And one of them already caught a case.
I mean, so, yeah. And the fact that it was at Magic City, there's so much history there for them. And I just like how Magic City's like base, you know what I'm saying? Like the safe zone. It's like Pop's barbershop, Luke Cage.
Switzerland.
Exactly. Yes. So it's like that felt wildly appropriate. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. I never thought I'd see. Like, even with all the wild shit we've already seen, black president, orange president, replacing him, the whole world shuts down due to a pandemic. People pissed at the world shutting down due to a pandemic. Riots in the streets, the fucking literally.
We're on shutdown round 2 right now.
Oh yeah, then that doesn't even seem crazy to me because Young Jeezy and Gucci Man pieced it up. Literally, if aliens drop down tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, this is right on time. This makes sense now.
The omens have come.
Yeah, it's not even crazy. Like, cause why wouldn't they? Like, we've gotten really interesting. If there was a time to come see what the fuck's popping off,
they might just be type 7.
Yeah, like,
we might have been wrong.
That shit is crazy. Yeah, everything else. Yeah, I just didn't think we'd see that in my lifetime. But I couldn't be happier. It sets a tone for these kids in the streets that it's like, all right, you can really resolve anything.
And it shows the growth that happened for both of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what it's a story of growth and a story of. Yeah, it's a story of a lot. Like, people could write books about it, honestly, because even Jeezy's way of processing these things as Gucci's coming at him, because even the first one, he does this song, and he's like, yeah, I get it, I get it. Like, it's literally what he says. He goes into the song, and then after he plays Truth, he goes into a whole speech like you're still talking the same shit from 20 years ago. He goes on this whole. I think you missed it, which is crazy.
I think that's the only part I got. The beginning of that.
That speech.
Yeah, the beginning of that before, and then he cuts into a song because Gucci keeps interrupting him. That's
he doesn't. No. They do, but they talk or a little bit, and then he has a monologue, and then it ends up being a drive-in. It feels like he's about to jump off the stage and be like, "Yeah, let's go," but he turns it into an intro for he's like the realest nigga alive.
Yeah,
which is wildly appropriate, and everyone was like, I was losing my mind. I was screaming.
That was where I finished.
Oh yeah, that was I was screaming. But there was just a lot to that. Because there's wins on both sides. Gucci won his point, Jeezy won the maturity battle. But the culmination of both of those things, at the same time, is just the win for everyone else.
Yeah. Honestly, I was seeing a lot of people calling Gucci immature, and I felt like that was crazy.
Well, it was mature not to shoot him in the face. It should have started off as a shootout.
Yeah, that's kind of where I
was. The maturity
at,
is that Gucci didn't go back to jail that night.
Really?
For real.
Because that was my big, it was multiple people in there. Like Gucci acting immature. Like you underestimate the value on. He sent someone to kill me. Like you don't run out of that. There's no expiration date on he sent an assassin after me.
No, no.
Like that's for life.
Yeah.
The growth on him was so crazy.
But see, we take that. I think we only take that for part of what it is, and we don't even give credit because we're dealing with gangsters, but for the trauma of that shit. That's them. You can go to war and not have PTSD as bad as that.
Yeah.
Like you're sleeping, and someone runs up to your house and then tries to kill you, but you kill them. Like that's not the end of that story. You know what I'm saying? That night's not over. Like, you have to deal with all of that.
Life after that,
huh?
You have to deal with life after that.
Yeah, and I mean, he has to go to court after this, proving that it was a murder case. Like, it's off of that. Like, that's trauma, all of it. And even after you've won that case, whatever, it still reverberates because I'm still out here. And I got to go back to the same home where someone broke in and tried to kill me.
What's to stop
the
him from
guy,
shooting another one?
Exactly. Why wouldn't that? That's never gonna go away. And you're gonna move away because of that, and that brought more problems. Like Gucci's been in and out of jail ever since this entire time. Jeezy is not. Jeezy's been out here. He's been winning. He's bought up half of Atlanta. He's real estate everywhere. Like he's been thriving. Gucci hasn't had a chance to do that. Not like everyone else in life. Like he's constantly been put in jail. So now he's out and finally on his feet. But there's so much time lost. And even those two, that could have been a dynamic duo we've never seen. I see was massive when it came out.
I see why.
Yeah, it was a real thing. It was just like, who are these people? And
even that Glacier Boy shit makes sense after I heard it.
Yeah, that was the start of all of this shit. That was really the crux. And Gucci was always my favorite verse on that song. I even remember writing. I think I wrote like a rap in that same style after because I couldn't get it out of my head. Like it's so good. He slides on it.
Sometimes Gucci is,
and he couldn't capitalize off of any of it. Like at the time, like how you give a hit song and this bullshit. I can't even pop off before we can perform it. We can't. Now we got to take off the radio because now it's street violence over it. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of trauma, and Jeezy, on some level, able to recognize that. Like I really hurt you. Like I know I meant to hurt you, but like I failed, but I kind of didn't, and I feel bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I couldn't be happier that actually happened. I love to see them sit down and talk. I just want to see what that conversation looks like, but that's neither here nor there.
Jeezy had done an after interview with, I think, Hot 97.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet, but I had just noticed it, all of it coming together. And
yeah, because they went to Compound after that. They had a section there. Again, there was no fights or shootouts or shit in the club, which, again, that's scarier than the goddamn battle.
An achievement.
Yeah, because, Magic City's the base. Compound is not.
There is something big coming. Because I think I remember something with Pakistan or Iran getting recognition and stopping the war conflicts in the Middle East. And they're like, this is the most progress it's ever been. So Gucci and Jeezy are good. The Middle East might be good, and they haven't been good in ever.
Yes.
This is the micro and macro of world events.
Corona Corona might have been the best thing that happened to the planet.
Oh, it's
Corona
crazy.
might be somehow the space, because I've always had the theory, and it's not even like a completely unique theory, but like humanity would only really unite and be able to come together if we all had a common foe, and that would be like the spaceship landing. It's like, all right, borders and racism are done. We got to deal with these guys. It's all us versus them.
Yeah.
And Corona might be that. Because we all have to do it together, and we're still fighting within that. But that's only really here, honestly, and that's not really even because of it. It's because of
Politics.
yeah, and he was saying whatever. But like that was people's personal interest being caught into it. But even amongst that, for the most part, we've tried to come together, at least following certain rules and whatever to achieve getting rid of this shit and just don't being able to go back to normalcy.
Yeah.
But in that shutdown, the things birthed from it, the opportunities birthed from it, just because everyone's not everywhere and super busy, impossible things have happened. Like Gucci and Jeezy, this would never have happened if people were just everywhere running around. Because we're not even going to be in the same place. We're making a point
Versus
not to be.
wouldn't have even happened.
Exactly. Versus wouldn't have happened. I don't know, there's a lot. We should do that for like a further episode, maybe like a year and a half up, honestly. I think the last episode of the year. A list of things that would have never happened if there weren't a shutdown.
We providing trailers for y'all. Y'all not even ready.
Yeah.
Sneak
'Cause I think
peek.
it's super interesting, and it'll rise of Zoom. I don't know. There's a lot I have to really think about.
Huge decreases in air pollution.
Yeah, even as momentary as those were, we ran right back up, but we needed a break.
Mm-hmm. Sky's clearing up like a motherfucker.
I was reading just this morning on Reddit. It was some type of scientist, a biologist, but she was talking. She's doing an AMA about the permafrost melting in the caps.
Currently?
Yeah,
Okay.
just because it's global warming. They've been melting for a while, but like and just different microbes that have been frozen for hundreds or thousands of years now being reintroduced to warm air and what that means or what that could mean. And yeah, I didn't get a chance to go all the way into it. I'll read more of it later. I saved it. But yeah,
That's
this is not even, it's not new. It's new enough, but like I remember hearing about this like at least like 5 years before coming to Mexico. So
yeah. This was on that V Wars on Netflix.
yours.
Yeah. So huge glacier. It's evaporated mostly. Germs are getting into everybody. But before that all goes down, scientists are going to check it out and make sure everything's all right. Now they come to find out that in the permafrost there was some bacteria that turns people effectively into vampires. And that's the show.
I mean, what's effectively, what does that mean?
I mean,
what that means.
this is like that
bullshit.
zombie vampire hybrid when it's not just fangs, but they're like Melina teeth from Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not just gonna suck your blood, I'm gonna eat you kind of shit.
You're saying this sounds crazy.
They look like Baraka. Like,
So wait, people are transforming into this?
Yeah.
Because this is in the air or the water?
yeah. Well, I mean, it only gets the first guy, but he's infecting other people.
Oh.
Yeah, he's patient zero, and he's just,
Damn. How did Doomsday ended up?
you know it.
Or actually, that's just some straight Dracula shit. It would be tight to be Dracula. Like if there were gonna be vampires, it would be tight to be the one.
It would, but it'd also be the most trash. Like, I feel like this about all the dopest characters. Like all of the characters we appreciate the most, it would be trash to be them.
I get it.
James Bond falls off the 5th building in like 1 hour. I love it. I'm sure he doesn't.
That's a great point. I'm trying to think. RDC actually had a skit like this. It was like, which anime would you want to live in? And they kept bringing them up, and it was like, hell no, this is trash.
Yo.
Like someone said Attack on Titan. They're like, are you fucking nut? Like, what are you, retarded?
Sound
like,
drunk.
I'm like, it's the worst place ever. Which
Those environments make character, though.
Oh, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what. It's probably like Saint Soma. Who's the most untortured main in like a action adventure setting?
I don't know. Maybe Saitama. Maybe.
I think he's not. I don't think he's even close now. I'm thinking about it. I've never thought this before, but his origin story is
He got beat up by a crab.
he didn't even get beat up. He beat up the crab. Like it was like a struggle. That was he's had one hard fight and he won, and then he just did push-ups, squats, and ran, and he went bald. That's his tragedy that he went bald. There was no extra loss there, and then he's never had the problem again, and that is a problem. But out of all the problems,
The most beautiful.
it ain't shit.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely.
even some of that's self-induced. He could go out and be the star. He's just not good at it. But whatever. Yeah, that's
Yeah. He's a human being other than being the strongest being.
yeah, but not even like a super extra regular. Like, and just his biggest adversary is timing. And it's not even that it's gonna go wrong for him because of the timing. It just won't go as right as it could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
That and he's literally like a super gorgeous woman looking for a guy that's enough. Like I keep getting at all these people, and I keep somehow destroying them. What happened?
yeah. See,
One punch?
But see, that's just the best case of that scenario.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's anyone close to that. 'Cause everyone else has to lose like a parent or some giant tragedy has happened just for you to even get on the path to then go get your ass kicked over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all need it. Like you can't go without it. Saitama's struggle just got inversed. Him and Watchmen, they have the inverse of everyone else's problem.
Oh. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, like
Mr. Manhattan.
yeah, just be cool out here. Like
Shit, that's the one actually. Fuck. Saitama. Yeah, Mr. Manhattan is the guy you want to be. Or Superman. Like, it was tragic, but he was a baby, so it's not like he remembers any of the tragic shit that happened to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, Superman wins. Superman didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
He literally born, walks outside, and he's just like, oh, I feel kind of weird. I'm stronger than you. Oh, I'm faster. Oh, I can fly. Oh, so I can't look at you too straight because I can burn right through you. Also, I can see under your clothes. Oh, yeah.
You can't hide from me.
I can make my drink cold with my breath.
Yeah, the only thing that held Superman back was plot.
Yeah, but he always beats the shit out of that too.
I mean, he wins, but I mean, a
Except
lot
for
of it.
Darkseid. Darkseid is the only thing that makes. I was talking to my cousin about the other day. I was like, "Is there any version of Darkseid you ever seen get beaten?" And he was like, "Nah, and I haven't either." And I'm like, "He's the most OP bad guy like ever. That's what makes DC like a tragedy. Like DC's never. you can't win in the DC universe. You can have minor victories, but your whole thing culminates to a tragedy. And just to make sure, Darkseid's at the end of the road, and because you can't, there's no killing him. He has his own planet. He's not even in this dimension apparently. So even if somehow you killed that body, there's a whole different giant god being just watching the whole thing. It's the weirdest OP shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's interesting because those kinds of villains give your Supermans and your Saitamas reason. Because like a lot of the time when you're seeing Superman, you're really like, man, I can really just skip to the last page. I kind of know what's about to happen. You're gonna get the work. There is no other end to this.
Yeah, but I guess the problem is though, like a hero should, in the end, if it's, I guess it doesn't have to. It matters on what I guess lessons you're trying to put down or whatever, but there should be a chance for a hero, maybe. Like Darkseid. Like if you ever watch Apocalypse War, the DC animated movie, that was the clearest display of how unfair this whole shit is. But like you can see that in just any version of Darkseid. There's also the third season of Young Justice is some of the best superhero shit I've ever seen. I put it against literally anything. MCU, it's incredible.
Okay.
Storytelling, really, really good. But the villains, Vandal Savage, Darkseid, Lex, they're too good, bro. Like they're really too good. And it's like, this is tight, but like I don't really see how we win this. And then looking back at DC's history, we don't win this. So what the fuck is the point? Like it's strange to see these people struggle and succeed, but then knowing that this is not going to work out, like or feeling that as deep. Like in Marvel's complete opposite. As bad as things get, I know the heroes are going to pull it out. They're going to figure this out. That's just what they do.
Yeah.
It's a weird, it's wild how different the two things are.
And it's wild that the villains in DC always get away.
Yeah, because they're the heroes. That's what I'm saying. Like
they're
DC's
the real
made
MVPs.
for the villain, huh?
They're the real MVPs.
Yeah, because I think of this is fresh on because I was just talking about this like 2 days ago. Because even like Ultron's like one of my favorites. The more and more I like think about it and like see the movie, but if this was a DC story, you would have got 2 movies, and they might not have beat him. You know what I'm saying? Because Marvel cut him down heavy. He should have gotten to the Vision body. That's where I wanted to go. And even watching the movie, there's no reason he shouldn't have made it. Like even that last, when they're chasing down the track trailers in the body, and he should have uploaded all of himself. Like they only didn't because they couldn't for plot. But I would love to have seen him get there. God, that would have been so interesting. And then, because then, I don't know if we want to do this whole breakdown now, but
this would have been the Infinity War type of movie.
Well, because all right, you remember Ultron? You remember the movie? Okay, so in the movie, he learns about the vibranium pretty immediately, and then he goes to the thief, the white dude who stole it from Wakanda, right? And he pays him for it because of his arm, blah blah, and makes the body out of that. When that fails, right? So the scientist turns on him, blah blah blah. He loses the body after the fight, which he shouldn't have. He should have uploaded, but whatever. But if he doesn't, so now he's stuck with the body, and he captured somebody. He had someone in the jail because he comes out and he's monologuing to her. But regardless,
Was it Wanda?
yeah, I feel like it couldn't have been because Wanda would have just fucked him up there.
Well, she wasn't at the fighting stage so much yet. That was her first movie.
I mean, by the yeah, she only had the two though.
Oh yeah, but I mean, she was like a lot in the next ones.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she finished it, but
She got a whole new outfit.
maybe it was Wanda. I don't feel like it was, but regardless, maybe it was. Regardless,
Or
he
maybe
has that
Scarlett,
little-
or maybe Scarlett Johansson. Keep talking to him.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense to me. It was definitely a woman though, so it had to be one of those two. But he's having his little monologue. He's like, "You guys stole everything from me." Da, 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 da. But he's like, whatever doesn't kill me. He comes through and breaks his old body, makes him stronger. At that point, he should have been trying to. The plan should have been to storm Wakanda. I need more vibranium. I need that body. Like I still need that, and I know he stole it from there. He wouldn't know that Wakanda was Wakanda because no one knew that, and he only knows like what's on the internet and what what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So he would know it's there, but he wouldn't know that it's gonna take an army to get it. So there should have been a recon thing. He goes and he's like, "Oh shit, there's a fucking force field. This is vibranium. All right, I gotta storm this shit." And there should have been the Infinity War. Should have been that scene when they're at breaking Wakanda. Should have been Ultron coming in to get more vibranium. And I don't know. For the sake of movie, I would like to have seen him succeed, build a vision. Well, no. He would. I don't know. In my version, he would have gotten the body, honestly. Because even when like Vision picks up the hammer, like to prove that he's not evil after Thor charges his body, that would have paid off more to me if Ultron becomes Vision and in some type of fight tries to pick up the hammer and can't. Because that, even by the end of that movie, that was still the argument they had. It was like, well, Vision was able to hold it, so that makes him trustworthy. Yeah, but if you put the hammer on the elevator and it goes up, like, what I'm saying? It was so like that would have answered that. It's like the real purity point of it, that he's more than a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they cut him short just for the sake of moving on, but like
Black Panther should have came first. Is what that all sounded like to me.
Yeah, maybe.
Just to flesh out everything that happens when he's
But
trying
that's
to go for vibranium.
Civil War was before Ultron, right?
No. Civil War is after Ultron.
Oh yeah, actually you're right, because I think that might have been the first talk of Wakanda. You're right, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because even in that, Falcon's still looking for Bucky. Damn. So yeah, they just couldn't do it because of timing. Because even to win, I think if Ultron gets in Vision, I think you need Shuri. She's a real genius with vibranium. Because even when she can fix Vision, she's like, "Why the fuck didn't you just do this? Like, you did this wrong to begin with." Like, he's fucked up. Like, so yeah, I guess we would have to hold. There had to be a whole transformation of timelines and shit. But I think the payoff would have been better there. That's just what I want to see. I just feel like Ultron got cut down.
I would have wanted all of the Avengers movies to be two-parters.
Yeah, I don't know if I need the first. I don't need two Loki's.
I like the two-parter because it gives a lot more to the movie. Like, as a movie, it can only do so much. But when you make a two-parter, or maybe even go for a three-parter, you need to make an epic, because I think a lot about, like, Man, I think a lot about Daredevil. That's the best Marvel show. That's the best Marvel anything, in my opinion. Marvel, everything else, shut up. You can stop.
Marvel anything.
Spider-Man, nah. Thanos, eat a dick. All of them. Kingpin,
Nah, I can't roll with that.
Kingpin, Bullseye, and Punisher did so much.
I like Daredevil a lot, the show, but
and how dirty it gets.
See, my only problem with Daredevil is he lost all the time. He never won.
See, that's what makes me like it.
I mean, he was barely a superhero. Like, they beat the superhero out of him. And now we just have a guy running around in tights now. Now it's
But he took the tights off because he didn't even feel like he deserved them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's too much. Like, it's not a superhero. That's a hero. We're dealing with superheroes.
Boy, it's smashing all of them.
No, I really liked it. I don't want to position myself like I didn't. It's just
not number one.
No.
Yeah.
Only because if he would have won at least like one more fight, like just anywhere scattered in there, to be honest, because he was getting beat up by like non-mains. Like, these aren't even real characters in the story. We're never gonna see them again if they whipped your ass. Like, think about that. That's fucked up.
Hey, he had to learn. You haven't fought ninjas without heartbeats.
Yeah, but like, he should have came in the game a little nicer, I guess, or something. Like, I understand the
he
learning
was wearing
curve.
his mama's scarf. Like, come on, man.
Or there should have even been a montage of learning. Like, he can't. There was just too many assholes. The whole second season, he's broken. He doesn't clear his nose until like the 7th episode.
Oh, it's so lit.
No, I love this season, but like, come on, bro. It's a different kind of way of approaching the hero. And if we were gonna do that for him, I don't mind the broken hero, but we needed to establish that he was stronger before. Because the way he was breaking was just random niggas checking him on the streets. Like, he gets into a fight with like a carjacker, and they fucked him up. That shouldn't happen to the main of a superhero story.
All right, there were circumstances for that. That was like the third season.
Huh?
Yeah, that was in the third season after he goes through all the trauma and then his ears aren't working, so he can't sense. He's trying to stop him.
That's because his shit was clogged up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it. I enjoy all of it. But
your boy was weak.
Huh?
He was weak.
But I'm saying he was never that strong to begin with. They never flexed that upper hand of that. Like, he was never super.
I mean, yeah, he was, though. Like,
He wasn't, though.
all right, like the first season, you have that first huge fight scene with the Russians. Mm-hmm. He's whipping their ass up and down everything. They can't pull guns out. They can't pull weapons out. They even shake that thing a little bit. He's already beating them up.
Yeah, but these are regular people. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, if we're gonna, for a superhero, this is my opinion.
Well,
like,
yeah,
and it's different from like a soldier. Like, he was more like like a Rambo.
Yeah.
Or even like a Punisher.
Yeah. Punisher.
And to that point, Punisher never took those kind of ass whoopings. And Punisher's just a guy, not just a guy, he's really well equipped and well versed to fight and shit, but he's a guy. At the end of the day, he's a guy.
But he's also fighting guys.
Yeah, but so was Daredevil.
Daredevil was fighting super ninjas with Kevlar and shit like that. The Russians, he was beating their ass viciously. Now, when you have super ninjas that don't have a heartbeat, you gonna take some ass beatings because you can't see them.
But I mean, he can't see anything. So
but the regular motherfucker's gonna get his ass whooped because he has a heartbeat.
And then I don't know, maybe they did his powers wrong because like he's supposed to. The heartbeat shouldn't be an end all. He can kind of.
Well, they were supposed to be completely silent. Like if you look at when you look at the scenes and they like jump down off of shit, there's no sound at all.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're.
I guess they weren't impressive enough as a high end. Like, maybe I need to watch it again. Because
I look at it as like a progressive hero. Like he's not coming into the game with power enough that he's just fighting crime off. You know what I'm saying? Like Iron Fist or Luke Cage, they get the power and it's like, yeah, you're regular. You're not gonna.
Don't say Iron Fist ever again.
Jessica Jones, I mean, you can pick any of them.
Pick everyone else.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Jessica and Luke, they get a lick of some powers.
A special brand of bullshit I can tolerate. Everyone else, like I can see, there's good and bad in all of the other ones. This mofo over here though, is barefoot bitch. Fuck him. Yeah, all the way through, deeply. The top of his blonde head, the bottom of his dirty feet. He can suck a bag of dicks. He's the worst.
Well, I feel like he was the failed Daredevil, and they also did him
but
last.
Daredevil was a failed Daredevil. That's what I'm saying.
Daredevil was a hit.
No,
that
no.
Shit
He was.
so
I didn't mean. Okay, I didn't
so
mean as
classic.
a show. I meant as a.
Oh yeah.
Him as a person.
Well, I mean, he has to fight the war. That's all.
He got the devil beat out of him. He wouldn't hit in the church. You understand? Like that's like think about like this. The symbolism was 100% throughout because it was like, God damn, dude.
Yeah.
The devil got the devil beat out of him, and he hid in the church for an entire season. That's the biblical shit. Just that alone tells you all that you need to know about how hard he was getting his ass whooped.
Bro, the proportions. And I mean, like, even... And part of what I like so much about Daredevil, it's not just... because the fight scenes themselves are really dope. But, I mean, it's the story of how people's convictions are molding over the seasons and how they interact with each other. Like
100%. It's safe for like the time. It's a great show. It's my favorite of those shows.
Yeah.
Of the Netflix Marvel crossovers, it's by far Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones,
fisticuffs.
I don't even because there's that and him, and then there's the Defenders. But he ruined the Defenders, so it's alright. So I can't even. Whatever. Yeah.
Boy.
Just fell. But so he's by far the I enjoy the story, but like I wish he won like just one more fight, just any one other fight.
I feel you.
It was just constant ass whooping, and like I respect that for what it is. If you're gonna do it with someone, he's the one to do it with. He's the perfect person to tell that story with. But I just wanted to see my man on his feet a little more. And especially if they're gonna lay it into the season 3 where he's just all down bad, it should have took more to get to that point. Or there should have been a bit bigger victory to take that kind of loss.
Well, I don't know, man, because like on season 3, I agree in the fact that like the first couple episodes he was that weak, but that stops. Then the problem is that he's now only the devil. So it wasn't that they beat it out of him. They beat Matt out of him. They beat the person out. Now he's like, I'd rather die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock, is the quote.
Yeah, I just think it should have been a more extreme circumstance to get him to that point.
Me too.
That's my old thing. He's too, it's weird calling him soft because he's not that, but like, I don't know.
He's human. That's what I liked about it.
It should be more than that though, because Daredevil kind of is. Like, Spider-Man can get shot too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can stab him, but
they don't brainwash his girl into being his assassin.
Wait, are we comparing Peter Parker struggles to Matt? Because it's Peter wins. Like, Peter's lost everybody. Like, Mary Jane fell through like a portal or some shit in one version. People die around him like every day.
I mean, I get that, but like they're not. It's not recurring.
And he has real superheroes and the Kingpin. Like he only had to deal with the Kingpin and got all this ass whooping. Like
Kingpin don't care about Spider-Man like he care about Daredevil.
Kingpin got all the other villains together to come whoop Spider-Man. What are you talking about? That's his whole shit. He built a whole. Most of the toys made for the Hobgoblin that came from the Green Goblin was only financed by Kingpin to fucking kill Spider-Man.
For real?
Yeah, the whole thing. That's like the advancements in science in New York City that have gone down have all been to fucking kill Spider-Man. Like the Lizard, Doc Ock, two Goblins, which is your best friend's dad, and then your best friend. When Stacy becomes something, there's a vampire hunter comes after you, then the Punisher comes to try to kill everything. Nah, bro. Like,
yeah.
Spider-Man
struggles are definitely.
Yeah, and then more. In the midst of all this, he turns into a giant spider himself. He had to fight himself. Like, talking about Peter Parker not wanting to live as Peter Parker. All he wanted to do was be Peter Parker and getting another option.
I guess that's the difference. For Spider-Man, it's kind of like the Flash in that you're dealing. You're tortured, but you're the person that can take that and still be the light that shines for other people. Versus Batman, who he's tortured and he's dealing with trauma. Because that's a big thing for Daredevil. Like, is all of this you fighting trauma from childhood abandonment and your dad and shit like this? Is that what this all is? Your daddy got shot. You got some anger issues?
That's not unique to him, though, at all. That's all of them.
It's not, but I'm only saying this in the relation that it's adjacent to Batman, and you're out here because your parents were shot and killed, and you're dealing with some anger. And Rick and Morty made this point too.
No, I mean, but it's all the superheroes. Like, there's not.
But it comes from that childhood trauma. That's where I was coming from with that. Like for Spider-Man, he loses Ben at I don't know how old, like high school or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, versus like 5.
Yeah, but. Yeah, well, versus 5, okay. But even then, with Pete, like that's him living with his uncle and his aunt. He had parents. He lost them before.
We don't get that part, and that doesn't play into that trauma for him. I agree with you, but they just don't make that a point.
They've done it on some things, like they made even the movies, The Amazing Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
That way.
Okay.
But I agree. It's always an Uncle Ben.
Yeah, like.
But I guess that your uncle shot because of you. At least with the Matt Murdock's dad, that wasn't his fault.
He asked his dad to win that fight.
That's fine.
Begged him. But I mean, that's the part that he's 5.
Yeah.
After begging him to win, he does it, and then he's killed, and.
That's dumb. Though.
You live with that going forward? I mean...
I understand how he would internalize it, but for a dad to listen to a 5-year-old when he knows gangsters are coming to kill you, and that's what changed your mind? That's insane.
Well, no, he had like some big heart-to-heart that happened in some moment, and it basically was like, you don't want to throw your pride away in front of your child because that sets them up to be a certain way. So he was like, I want to go out winning and la la la.
I'm saying that's all bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
It's all ridiculous.
Matt agrees too. That was season 3, the start.
Yeah,
he could have just not died.
Yeah, he could have just not done that. Like that goes back to Pulp Fiction with Bruce Willis's character. It's like he knew what he was doing. Like he knew he was putting himself in danger. That's why he ran out the fucking building. Same thing. Like you knew if I win this fight, he told you he was gonna kill you. So don't be surprised when he kills you. No. So he could have just explained that to the 5-year-old too. I understand you want me to win this fight, but there's gangsters out here, boy, and they've already paid me to lose this fight. You want to eat, I want to eat. you'll understand this later. I'm not saying to do this. There could have been a more honest situation that could have saved his life, and
for sure.
No, so it's bullshit to
No, but it's not the bullshit of his decision. It's his internalization of that.
I feel that, but even that's a good therapy session, and you're good to go. Like, for real. Talk to somebody about it, because it's not you didn't do anything. Like,
well, I mean, that's literally years of therapy for some people. Even in the fact of like people that think that they broke up their mom and dad, and they're going through guilt for.
Did, though.
But a lot of them didn't, though. A lot of them didn't, though.
Way different. Give me Matt for like a day. There's no way he'd leave with that problem on this. Like,
he gonna leave doing flips. Like I'm Daredevil for sure.
Yeah, like, bro, you used to be sad about it, but like to think it's your fault on any level because you want to see your dad. What? I'm sure he said that before every fight. Like, yeah. That wasn't particular. Because that was even part of the story. Like, him and his dad were close, and he was teaching him boxing. That's how he had the proclivity to fight, and blah, blah. So I'm sure before every fight, go win the fight, Dad. Why wouldn't you say that? It doesn't ring off different in his head this time. And I'm like, it's bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. I mean, I'm only talking about the trauma. I agree with you.
Yeah, but I don't want this to be an indictment against the show. Because again,
yeah, I mean, you can hate it. You can hate one character.
I don't even hate the character.
Oh, I do. Matt's dad was a trash ass character.
Oh well, yeah, he didn't last long enough to me to care.
The effects were just so large for the trash of what happened. I mean. I love Daredevil, but the dad didn't do it for me. Like, they could have really just gave me a monologue. Seeing him doing all of it and shit, I was like, yeah, this is a lot.
Nah,
I want to see Kingpin's childhood. Show me some more of that.
Yeah, they got into that though. That was it was really good. I just wish he got his ass put up. That's all. That's really it. I've never felt that way watching a superhero movie. Like, damn, he's not winning anything, bro. Like, at all?
I liked it because it also is in the midst of, like, I feel like a lot of heroes or storylines right now, your heroes are, like, so fucking powerful. Like, and they're progressing so easily, and it's...
Like what?
I mean, Saitama's just one super easy example, but I mean, Dragon Ball Z...
Wait, but that's not a good example, though. That's like the point. Like, the point of the whole show is to be, it's kind of like, it's a parody.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I mean, like Dragon Ball Z as well. Or you have,
staple. It's not
yeah, I mean, Naruto, Boruto, all of these little animes.
I thought you had something new.
All these animes just knock... Man, Attack on Titan, we can hit anyone you want. They just be powering up this shonen shit. And then you get to Iron Man, and he's super dope in like one montage scene. Or Iron Fist, he does a little breathing. Now he's raw. Like it.
Iron Man died. What? Yeah, what? He's the OP and he's dead.
No, I mean, I'm talking about from... his progression.
Yeah, he progressed to death.
I mean, yeah, he's dead now, but I mean, he wasn't dead just like a few movies ago.
Iron Man 3, he was having a mental breakdown. In the second one, he was having a breakdown.
And he fought off an army of Iron Mans.
That's only because he built the Iron Man army because of insomnia. Like, it's never OP. Nothing's OP. The only, well, no, it's not true.
These are some super powerful motherfuckers.
No, he's super smart. He's never wrong. But he's not tortured.
Okay, I'm not trying to say they have no problems, but I'm trying to say that their fights don't be.
He got beat down by Cap.
Bro, I have been saying this. He shouldn't have took no L's in that.
But that's not OP though. That's the definition of not.
But that's OP. Because Cap and Bucky are also OP. What ordinary motherfuckers doing all this shit Cap doing?
I'm just saying it happened.
Ain't no regular niggas doing all this.
I'm not saying it. I agree.
Man, Captain picked up the hammer.
You can't, huh?
Captain beat up Iron Man. He picked up the hammer. This motherfucker's like Jesus. He's just doing all type of shit.
I'm just saying you're saying super OP and there's big definitive ass whoopings that.
Bro,
so
I don't. They shouldn't have even beat Thanos. I don't know. They're OP, bro. There was a lot happening. It shouldn't have happened.
I mean, in all fairness, there was like 30 of them.
In all fairness, he had an army. Like 2.
Yeah, second time already had the army. He had less of the army the second time, though. I think, right?
I feel like he had the time traveled in the past army, so that's full army.
No, he didn't, right?
He had the same army he had from before. Or maybe even a better army because, I mean,
It had to be less, maybe, very much the same. It couldn't have been more. It couldn't have been more.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, because they were back in time.
But I don't even know how he brought back all his army. That's my biggest thing. He came back.
Portals, though. Yeah, I mean, teleportation's a motherfucker.
But he didn't have I gotta rewatch that now. I don't remember who all they were fighting. I mean, yeah, I guess this is the answer for it, but like, yeah, I don't remember how he did that. Probably just whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm saying, bro. A lot of these characters were way too strong. Captain America specifically, y'all, he is a bitch. I don't know how y'all watch them movies and be appreciating this character. That shit is dead. Captain America is trash. I cannot believe it. Okay, Winter Soldier's the exception. He was fire in Winter Soldier. But like that first Avenger shit, come on, man. Like, let's stop. Matter of fact, let's talk about that. He was a literal midget anorexic bitch. And he jumped in a machine and came out Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Woke up Chris Breezy. We can't OP, like we can't have this.
The whole point.
All I'm saying is the same way you felt like he should have got his ass whipped less, I feel like they should have got their ass whipped more.
Who?
All these other heroes, they weren't getting enough ass whippings. And I say this about kids too. Ain't enough ass whippings happening.
I just don't know how.
Wow, this is
This
media and real life.
I mean, Cap could have got thrown around more, but
Cap could have gotten thrown around so much more. He was running through armies.
No, actually, that wouldn't have made sense. He would have needed.
He should have gotten shot so many times. Just doing all that driving on that slow ass motorcycle, beat up ass motorcycle, can't go nowhere, and they shooting machine guns and tanks and shit.
Yeah, but he has a vibranium shield. That's why I have a shield now.
It's on his back most of the time.
Unless it's in front of him on the motorcycle.
Bro, it don't be it.
I'm saying it's not without reason.
And how is it his motorcycles are always beat up?
Because they're just random, not his motorcycle. He just steals a motorcycle.
Bro, it's like he's choosing the trashiest shit I've ever seen.
It's not like a selection on the highway. It's usually how many motorcycles do you see on the highway? Literally, I think of the Black Panther one that he was on a motorcycle. Him and Bucky steal one. Like Bucky steals one super tight. Like he snatches it out of the air. And yeah, I think Cap does something similar. He runs up on one. He's like, I need this. Put a shield on, and then throws it or something.
I think it was Ultron. They're in the middle of a high-tech base with tanks, machine guns, and all type of shit. He takes a goddamn 1970s bike. You would have thought it had pedals on it.
I don't think it's at all.
It's trash.
I think you're hating. But I know what you're just talking about, but there's no way that was that.
Man, that bike was horrible. And somehow he still be going like 80 miles an hour doing drifts and shit.
Cap should have been in a position maybe to take more ass whippings, but who they presented him with, he couldn't have lost to. And that's where my problem was with Daredevil. I'm not mad that they wanted him to take the ass whippings, but he should have been receiving them. He should have been receiving them from a higher class of villain if they were gonna be that deep in it. If he wanted him to be this deep in trouble, like Cap was never in a position to take those ass whoopings because he was only fighting humans. They never went above human capacity until we came to an Avengers, in which case, it's all squad. So there's even assistance within that. Like he's a Wander doing double teams with Iron Man and Thor. So like, but in his movies or in other times, Civil War was the best you could do. That's just because it was hero versus hero, or him versus Black Panther. That pays off to Superman.
Only character I can give credit to that they didn't overpower him was Thor, because he should have been a god doing a whole lot more. Mm-hmm. Like they really make God not have any ring to it in Avengers, because they dealt with Thor like.
But it was other gods though. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
He was getting the heat from Iron Man and Captain America in the first movie. Come on, man.
Are you serious?
He's a god.
Are you serious?
A god.
You're for real though.
All caps that god.
That's what you're hinging that statement on?
I'm not hinging. I'm just saying.
Come up with any other example, because you know what that was for.
Hulk.
That was the first time they both come together, or all three of them meet. So they had that little thing in the snow. That's an introduction.
It's an introduction.
And he wasn't trying to. No one's trying to kill each other either. What do you? I can't even believe you pulled that up as an example.
He said to put the hammer down, and he put that hammer down.
And then also, there's a golden rule in like comics: heroes can't beat heroes. It's always a tie. Like you never not see a tie in that situation.
I understand that completely. It just should have been more of a technical tie. They were matching up with Thor's hands a little too much for me.
And this whole fight lasted maybe 3 minutes. Like it's a super fast one. Because he flies out the air. The biggest thing is he hits the shield and it vibrates and they both fly off. And then when when he's about to come back at him, someone steps in and is like, stop. Wait, we're all on the same side. They don't even really get to throw hands. He was about to serve him.
He was giving Iron Man the things, and for a minute, and I never knew what that was supposed to look like until I saw Iron Man fight Thanos. The way Thanos was just ripping that shit off him, that's how Thor should have been doing.
But see,
he should have. Yeah, I know. But that principle.
No. I mean, he would. I think the fight's longer in your mind than it is. Because it's really fast. Because Thor's not even there for the whole fight. It's Iron Man and Cap. And then Thor comes in at the end of it. And he hits lightning. He comes in, throws someone off, and he hits Cap on his shield. And that's how it ends. But he's only there for like...
Nah, because he takes Loki. They're like flying or in the boat, or they're doing something. But he snatches Loki out. He jumps out. He's gone. Then Captain America, they are in a plane. Captain America jumps down. Some more of this captain shit just be flying out the air, all kind of shit. It is. I mean, I can't hate on it, but I kind of want to though. I want to, but I can't. So he does his shit, comes down. He's fighting him for a good little minute. Iron Man's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come down too." So he come down. No armor breaks. Matter of fact, it gets powered up. And then he somehow holds him back for a little bit with the supercharge, which is the only part I got.
But even, I don't know. I actually remembered it wrong. But I do think, besides the heroes can't be heroes, they weren't trying to kill each other because, again, they knew they weren't the ops. Like, Thanos versus Iron Man, that's the ultimate ops versus ops. Like, so, yeah, I'm tearing into you. Like, Tony was trying to dome him every time. Like, he was doing missiles that would level cities. He's like, at your face, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's a different kind of... It's a different fight.
It definitely was.
Even as he's taking a prisoner from you, he's like, I still recognize you guys are doing good, but he's mine. This is official business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jurisdiction.
Yeah. So it's not like when the FBI comes and takes a guy off the cops, they don't shoot the cops. Like, we're still cool, but fuck you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, that's all. That's all I was saying, man. Like, he can help hold back. I get that. It's just, and I say this for a lot of Iron Man shit. Iron Man be going through shit, and that armor be lasting too long.
well, he keeps making
And until like he fights bitch ass niggas like Captain America, then shit's just flying off reckless. Like,
that was some bullshit.
shit's like yo, shit don't even work, bro.
Yeah, that's the only Iron Man fight I really had a problem with. It was just like okay, but everything else, I mean, he's the one that really had his whole world rocked out of everybody. Like he's the one really dealing with all. Like everyone else is kind of like
I'm a hero.
not that, but
I'm
only
gonna handle it.
It's a difference between being on a team and then being like the LeBron of the team. Because everyone else on the team, at some point, they look to you as, all right, what do we do? Like, we need an answer. I can do whatever you tell me to do, but it's you got to figure out what to do. When you're that guy, you internalize all of it. Like, there's nowhere he can turn. He can't look back and be like, yo, I don't know what to do. He can't not know what to do. There's a different pressure when they try to. That was him and Cap's like whole beef, like the first movie. Like, are you willing to put it on the line or whatever? Because they're both see themselves as the end all. Like in Cap's situation, he's that guy they're looking for. What's the strategy? Where we going? What's the plan? Where do I go? And same thing. Iron Man. That's his whole life. Running a company, inventing the shit. Everything comes. He's in the line. And out of those two, Tony's the real end of the line because it's like, well, Cap still comes up with the plans. He still leads, but like, if we need to make some shit, he's the only one that can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Even if Cap's shield breaks, someone comes rips it half, Tony can make a new one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he internalizes everything because he has to. Because he has to know how everything's going. And then that culminating with the fact that he literally took the nuclear bomb. Like, he had to solve that at the very end. All right. Nuclear bomb heading for New York. Also, aliens are attacking it. They're doing this because they thought I didn't have it. I have it. So now I got to deal with your bullshit too. And that all culminates to me having to fucking drive a nuclear bomb up into a black hole. And I'm looking at space and other parts of the galaxy and just, bro. And he comes back and still handles shit. The GOAT. It's just a lot.
He is.
And he had visible breakdowns from it. Like, that's a thing, like, I hadn't seen before. Not in, like, big movie heroes. I don't think. Maybe. I don't think so. Like, they never really. The pressure of the situations rarely breaks down the hero. Like James Bond was never looking at any of these situations like, whoo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why my best cold open for Rick and Morty is the episode I think it starts off, Rick picks Morty up from school or somewhere. He's like, yeah, let's go out for a quick mission or whatever. And they end up on this whole ass adventure. And it's just going crazy. They're trying to save like a princess. It's like Star Wars shit. And they end up, it's just like the Star Wars, the medals on them. And they're walking through the garage and they get in the car. And they just start crying. Like,
That shit gets
like,
dark.
Ah! I can't believe I didn't have control over any of that. Like, we got to see that happen to Iron Man over 2 movies of like, bro, like, because even by the second Avengers, he's like, yeah, you guys remember when I had to fucking drive a nuclear bomb through the black hole? And War Machine's like, yeah, we haven't heard that one before. Like, you know, like, he brings it up all the time. Because, of course, he does. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what others? Don't tell me any of your stories. Have you ever carried a nuclear bomb through a black hole and shot it at a mothership? Talk to me when you got that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, that, having to live with that, like, just breaking you down, knowing that, bro, that was I didn't have control over that shit.
And he was having the dreams.
Huh?
And he was also getting the dreams.
But that would create those dreams. Like, because again, that comes down back to that Rick and Morty moments. Like, we won. We got the medals and shit, but, bro, I didn't have control over any of that shit at all. We could have died so many times. Like, and all that fear rushing to you, the adrenaline's gone. Now it's just you with all those thoughts of, like, that's why you got to build an Ultron. Because we're not going to, if that happens again, if he comes back right now, we're fucked. I can't do that twice. That's just bro. But I can't do that again.
I'm not built like that.
Hell no. No one should be. And I know no one else is because I'm the guy. That's again, the scary part is like, I'm not built for this. And I know no one else is because they're all looking to me to be built for this. So what the fuck? Even thinking about that scares the shit out of me. Like, there's no
Captain can't even fly.
There's nothing you can do except for build a way out of it if you have the capacity to, or you just curl up into a ball and hope that the sky doesn't open up again. Like, now you either run on faith or you have to make or invent something completely new. So, you know what I'm saying? Either praise that Thanos doesn't come, Tony's not that religious, I mean, he's not that stupid, or you gotta build an Ultron, something just completely new that we haven't seen, and hope that this works, because you've already acknowledged I have no control, not over myself, but over the situation. I don't know if we can win, but and I don't know if this will work. If it does, I can sleep though. But if it doesn't, now I gotta fight this month. Damn.
Yeah. And that Thanos full circle was built different.
Yeah, it was great.
You're not the only one who has the curse of knowledge. Like,
yeah.
You know me, nigga?
Yes.
Who the fuck are you?
So it's
yeah, Iron Man went through it.
Yeah, So he earned it, I guess. That's my whole thing. That's where I'll leave it because we're over.
Oh, okay.
But Daredevil didn't earn it enough. I just wish there was someone badder that came along. Just one.
See,
and that's always been Daredevil's problem. His villains are not up to his par. He suffers from bad villains. He needs a more Batman rogue gallery or Spider-Man rogue gallery to flex him flexing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, just gets beat by street punks. And you're just like, well, that should just never happen.
Well, he is getting beat up by ninjas. We can't just call them street punks.
Nah. By the time I will never not acknowledge the fact that he got beat by like carjackers. I understand he was beat down by that point, but even a beat down Thor is not getting beat up by carjackers.
I mean, Bones not even right, bro. Like he
can't be out there looking.
He has no senses, no bones, nothing. Like he's still a human. That's why I like Daredevil so much.
You shouldn't be outside. Why are you even chasing motherfuckers then?
The thing about Daredevil that I like so much is how human he is, and how the whole theme of it is that he is gonna get beat up, but he's never gonna stay down. That's what makes Daredevil so key, because your Batman, your other guys, they get beat up, and they have their little time of like, oh yeah, that ass whooping was pretty bad. Or Daredevil doesn't go through it for that. He goes through it for the whole moral side of it. Like, am I gonna have to kill a motherfucker? Like, this is what's breaking my spirit. I fight y'all all day. Like, keep doing that.
Even that's soft. Just kill him. You don't think you should do it. You're the devil.
And that's why I like how his characters relate with him, because that's literally what they're saying. Like, you're a pussy.
Yeah, the moral high ground in Marvel is weird when it shows up, because it comes out of nowhere and it's just strange.
I like the checks on the moral high ground, because people don't let that shit go.
And even
you're not gonna kill him.
Yes, because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like, I need it to be permanent. He needs to be gone.
Like, if Batman killed people, his life would be so much better. And Gotham, he could probably save Gotham.
Yeah.
You'd have that at least opportunity, even though I think that's a doomed thing. But, like, it would be way less doomed if, like, the first time Joker came out laughing and venomizing people, someone just put a bullet in his face and move the fuck on. Because the fact that he's just able to, like Red Hood had the best point out of any villain ever. Honestly, like bro, I was your boy. Like I lived in the house. Like you trained me to do what I did. This motherfucker kidnapped me, beat me to within an inch of my life with a crowbar, and then blew me up. You knew all of that. Like you got to me right in time for my charred body to burn in your arms, and he's still breathing. Like you've seen him after this, and he's still breathing. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, my zombie stuff has to come back and see you about that, because that should have been the first thing on your list. Yeah, I got this code and all, but I gotta kill the Joker. Penguin can live, but Joker has to go. Like and yeah, Batman never had a good response for that either.
Yeah, he never does.
I got the code. It would be too easy. Yeah, it should have been a little easier. Apparently, it wasn't easy enough. Cock bastard. But we'll end with there. The moral of the story is, if you see the Joker, kill the Joker.
Yeah, and persevere. Always persevere.
Always. But yeah, it's another episode. We're like 2 hours in.
Yeah, enjoy your guys' Turkey Day.
Turkey Day. Eat it up.
Hell yeah.
Ham.
It's time.
Yeah.
And we're almost gonna be penguins coming, so you know, enjoy some cold. I'm the real weatherman. Fuck that weather channel.
Celsius.